It all began February 1967 on my way home from selling shoes at JCPenney in Corte Madera, about 10 o'clock at night. And as I approached Seminary Drive to turn off to go to Golden Gate Baptist Theological Seminary in Mill Valley, California, it is though God said to me, go to the hippies in the Haight-Ashbury. And so living there at the seminary, wife Bobby, my daughters Dory and Grace, that very next night, a Thursday night, I drove into San Francisco, and that's when it started, my engagement in what would later become known as the Jesus People movement. I found myself on Haight Street. It was empty, dark, drizzly. I walked up the street to Waller and just walked down the street and found myself in front of the Hamilton Methodist Church. Tonight I came to the Haight-Ashbury. I came to Haight Street, and it was rainy, cold, dark. Nobody was on the street. About 10 o'clock that February night, 1967, and I walked back here on Waller Street, and I found this. It was Hamilton Methodist Church. There was a light on here, and I looked in, and a guy tapped me on the shoulder, a hippie guy, and he said, you want to learn about religion? I said, sure. So he took me up the street, a couple blocks here on Waller, and he introduced me to David Haight. David had just gotten out of the Lompoc Federal Penitentiary, had been with the biker gang, smuggling drugs into the U.S. from Mexico. And there in prison, he became a guru, a spiritual guru. And after his release, when he was 21 years old, originally from Monrovia, California, he moved to the Haight-Ashbury in a short time, became one of the leading figures who helped plan the entire 1967 Summer of Love. This is the Wash Club, Frederick Street, Haight-Ashbury District of San Francisco. In 1967, this was the temple of the Hare Krishna, started by Swami Bhaktivedanta. It's called the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It was here when David Haight was chief devotee. It was here after the kirtan we held a Bible study, and it was here that there was a dramatic fire, and David Haight made his escape. And for me, it was the start of the Jesus People movement. David moved in with my family and I at 108 Judson Lane in Mill Valley at the seminary. And right away, we began to do ministry. Did a lot of music. This is Joyful Noise at San Quentin Prison, 1971. Time Magazine, we made Time Magazine. And then was Lonnie Frisbee, we both used to minister with in the Haight-Ashbury. And the sign, the Jesus People sign, was a big deal. This is the Anchor Rescue Mission where David Haight and I lived. Haight-Ashbury, here gatherings. By 1968-69, we began to open Christian houses like the Soul Inn and Baraka House in San Anselmo and Zion's Inn in San Rafael, where I lived. David and I established Jesus pointing up one way to the Father. You find this in Memoirs of a Jesus Freak. You can find it at evpbooks.com.